very, very windy evening this night on the beach, and quite a few of the clips, the microphone was so badly affected by the wind, I thought I'd just voice it over. First signal of the night was kind of a 25, 26, a little bit broken up. You can see by the state of the water how windy it was. Still had the sandals on that evening. Just washing this target out in the scoop. So still a few stones in there to pick through as well.
And there it is.
I think I'm just about to find the target now, which is under a stone in the scoop.
Just in there. See that?
Ah, there it is. Yep, move that stone. And that's what it was. It was a penny to start off the evening.
On the coins.
Not too far away from that penny. There's another good sounding signal just here. Good sounding 23. Just in this little gully off the main beach area. Probably see the holes filling up with water very quickly when you're digging it. Sounds like it's out. It's in there somewhere. That looks a bit of a mess. Ugh, that's horrible, isn't it? Some sort of old bit of hinge or bracket or something. Crusted up. Gave a nice signal though. There's a cracking sounding signal just here. Have a pop at this one. See, quite a lot of the sand's been blown about with a strong wind today. Probably uncovering a few things that have been left here in the last couple of weeks. Well, hopefully anyway. The wind has certainly not relented. It's still blowing an absolute gale. Hopefully it's not coming out on the microphone though. It's still very loud indeed. Oh, what have we got there? Oh, this looks good. This looks very good. It's a train. Look at that. Wow, like that. So a train is a 23 to 25. Very nice indeed. I'll take it. I don't need a sand scoop for the next one. I'm mentioning the sand being blown about with the strong winds, and there's a 20p just sitting on the top. Next out of that small hole just down there, it's just lurking in the scoop. Looks like another penny to me. Just out that same hole just there. It's another good signal just in this little pile here. I think I've managed to miss that with both the first two scoops there. It might be in this one. Oh, what have we got there? It's a £1 coin. Things are looking up. Penny to £1 coin in the same hole. I'll definitely take that one. I'm going to have to voice over this next clip again. The wind noise was pretty bad on this one. As you saw on the VDI there, it was around about a 26. Little bit of a jumpy signal. I remember at this hole the wind was really gusty. And I thought I got it in the scoop at this point. I think I took a massive chunk of sand. I was shaking it about like crazy. And I thought I initially got it in the scoop first time. But that was actually a stone. And there goes the stone. So I must have flicked it out. I thought I took that massive chunk of sand out originally. Had a bit of a rescan. Just back down to the left-hand side. Got the pinpointer out at this point. And I found it pretty quickly. And what do you know, it was another penny. That was the third penny I'd found that evening. Oh, this one's in the scoop. That's a 20p. Lovely. Well, the sand's been blown around like crazy with the strong wind here this evening. Another target in the scoop. And that's a shiny 50p. That's an interesting looking one as well, isn't it? It's like a one of the Olympic ones. It's like the show jumping one from the Olympics. That's a nice find. There's another coin I found on the surface with the sand being blown around. There's another penny, a very shiny penny as well, right on the top. Not too far away from that penny that was just found on the surface. Here's another one with a small dig. There's another 20p in the scoop. Well, next out was on a 21 signal, and I think I got it in the scoop the first time around as well. As you can see, the wind at this point was absolutely howling. The sand flying out of the scoop as I sifted to find its latest target, which usually I find on a 14, 15 or 16 signal on the VDI. So I was quite surprised when a bottle cap came out here. A gold coloured Stella Artois bottle cap, no less, on a 21 signal. Well, the wind wasn't getting any better at this point. I had a full scoop of sand for our next signal, which is a solid 23. Took a little bit of sifting out, to say the least. Did eventually get there, as you'll see in a moment. There's something covered in sand, and it was a nice pound coin. So stacking up a few pound coins together with all the hundreds of bottle caps that night. The next signal was 16. I thought it might be another bottle cap at first. And then this was poking out of the sand. And this is a very unusual ring. It's a happy sad face ring on opposing sides. And I had a good check on the inside of this one. There was no markings on it. It's quite an interesting find down in the sand that evening. You see the two faces on the ring. Just a piece of bling. And dropped it back in the sand briefly, as you saw. Always good to find a ring though. I certainly made a break from all those bottle caps I was finding that evening, interspersed with quite a few coins as well. I've not found anything apart from surprisingly bottle tops and some more bottle tops since that strange looking ring, but there's another 20p just sitting in the surface. I'll take that one. Just about being weighed down by the fines bag. Absolutely chock-a-block full of all sorts of things. Did find that a little while ago though, with a couple of bottle tops stuck to it for good measure. You can't beat it, can you? Well, next out, or not even out, it was sitting on the top. It was another surface find. It was number 11 on the VDI. It's a 5p coin. And then that led us on to the next hole. I already found a train and a rocket, and then I found an orange car. So I was building up quite a selection of vehicles by this point in the evening. So the next one was the deepest hole of the evening. It was probably about 9 or 10 inches. The 23-24 signal. It was a good solid signal though, as I dug all the way down to find it. As you can see, it came out with a bit of seaweed in the scoop as well. So shake out the sand to get to the target at the bottom, which turned out to be, as you're about to see, there it is. It was another coin, and it was another pound coin. So that was the final target of the evening, and on the wrap up here you can see how many bottle caps I've found. About £6.80 in change as well, along with that unusual ring.